So you played last night, you play first match today, and while your first map against G2, do you want to play on Colossus or Den? G2 is undefeated on Den Hardpoint, so that's what they're going with.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Crimpolopolis, but he is also demonic here on Den as well. Den or Colossus, and you know you're going to be getting a whole lot of crimp up close and personal. We know he can take over, especially a position like P2. Already starts it off 2-0. But what are you looking for from... maybe not Kip specifically, or what did you just hope to see from the team overall after the change?
I mean, I think we kind of saw glimpses of it yesterday. I think sort of Joe Deceives and Kleenex, they had moments, especially like map 3. Joe Deceives absolutely pops off. That's how they win the overload. But I think you just saw the impact that Kleenex can make at times just on the SMG. So you're looking at that tandem, but it's going to take time.
It's like, I almost think of it like, you know, you're that person that just finally, you've been working for 50 years and you're finally able to retire, and then you get pulled back in, you got to work again. Like, he's like, I'm going from an SMG to an AR. Maybe I get to relax a little bit. I know it's not how it works, but a little bit compared to playing a sub. It's like, no, joke's on you. You're back to SMG.
Well, I mean, he talked about it. He said he never really even wanted to run a flex.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so he, like, this was kind of, I wanted to be on the sub, so a big part of this was his choice. Yeah, just depending on the roster moves, he kind of had to do the flex roll.
Yeah, no, true. When you go after somebody like Real, it's gonna be the change. But Real out for now. Kips is in. Kips off to a nice 6-4 start. Koi off to a nice start. Up 40. Kleenex sub in hand. Rocking and rolling around the P2. Estriel's trying to answer back. He's able to get 1, but it's 2 for Kleenex, 2 for Insight. And as soon as it feels like they're the 4 dead, the fights are instantaneous again because the close back spawn. So G2 continue to reinforce this despite a pretty nice sequence there from Koi.
Yeah, I mean, it did 15 or so seconds to get them in the game. It was a very good P1 there for Toronto. Big rotation going down. Joe Deceives going to win that first gunfight. So you're going to have this rotation one again. So you're going to rely on another break here if you are G2.
And Koi, yeah. I mean, they keep them pinned in the back late. Allow them to rotate. Now, can they hold, or will be an earlier break from G2? It looks to be the case. Crimp and Estriel find openers. Kips nearly gets smoked, but he's barely able to win that fight. He loses everybody else, though. 2 HP. They're going to try and push him out. Insight gets back off spawn, though, and able to help him out. So Kips actually manages to stay alive. This is brilliant out of him. Buys enough time to the reinforcements come back in. Now they've broken in.
Yeah, just it felt like it was taking a while. Kips was buying so much time, but they were waiting on Kleenex through the middle of the map. Is that, well, it's still not clean time here. Inside, he's locking it down on rotation. Mama's going to have a big one-on-one versus Kips. Not able to flip the spawns, and Kleenex will clean that up. So on that rotation towards the P4, it's looking like G2 are okay, but there's immediate pressure from Skies now.
What do you think of the new red dot? I know you used a lot of that in Warzone back in the day, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just confused. I think it helps with aiming stability. I don't know if the other one does. Maybe it's different.
Yeah, no, that's why we used it in Warzone for a long time.
I have no idea, but it looks a little odd. That is for sure.
It does. It's giving me like flashbacks too. Like I feel like I'm suddenly on Warzone. Yeah. I just saw that so much. But the lead down now to, what, 15 or so for Koi. Tree locked up by Skies. His resurgence, but a big part of why this G2 Minnesota team has found success. Koi still able to make this messy, and honestly, we've been split a lot of Hardpoints. I mean, that's kind of been the story so far.
No, they have. I think like you probably want to be in the lead a little bit more if you're Toronto. I mean, they've had rotation, they've had like good spawns. I think G2 have done a good enough job to make this messy, and only a 23-point game. Like they're finding the last 20 or so seconds just like game going to P1 is it's a bit of a surprise.
You say that, but if you had told me Joe Deceives was 6-10 for Koi and they had a lead in Hardpoint, I'd probably say you were full crap.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But just looking at the minimap and how it's played out, it feels like they should have a larger lead. But sometimes that's how it goes on Den.
No, it's just funny because we joked for a while. He had to have like a 1.4 for them to win the Hardpoint, it felt like, but a narrow lead. We'll see if they can turn it into more. And honestly, with the position they've had, him picking it up a bit and starting to find a little more success might end up being the difference. But G2 have chipped away at this lead. They've kept it close. They've kept it competitive. They're 2-0 so far this qualifier. Looking to push out with a 3-0 victory here. Let's hear the comps from G2 Minnesota.
Watch my inside left. Ready. I'm leaning right to time. You guys got bottom right already? Eliminate. Bottom right. Oh, fuck, my bad. You guys are. Top right. Jump at me.
I bottom red, Joe.
I spawned deep left. I'm trying to red.
I thought I'm close red. I'm meeting.
I spawned left with you. I'm gonna take left with you. I'll see if I'm
close red.
Yes, be far right. Could be it.
He's not primary.
Here's one shot. Watch out, absolute.
Here's one shot lobby. Heard you. Nice, good shit.
Lobby, I'm on you.
I want to be good.
Front of me inside. He's still there. We can spawn some out. Slow down the road.
I ain't son. He could be close on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go midfield. Actually, triple front. His pinch.
At the back.
I'm midfield 3.
On the back of the back. He's watching defense.
I'm blitzing.
I'm watching back lobby. Kips his back lobby.
I got stuck. Joe, we got another time.
I just fell off.
One shot time.
Wait for Kobe either.
I'm going mid.
I've inner. Absolute inner. Nice.
I'm putting time.
Inner heady, insight. I'll get him. He has near.
I spawn the back with them.
Lobby in two times.
In that corner, fog. He's
showing off the back stairs.
Got one. Watch out. Absolute on the pillar.
It could be lobby after
Back pillar.
Oh, backside outer.
Watch
out. Two of them. One bullet.
Center me.
So, Joe, you know what I said before the break? That if Joe Deceive starts to pick it up with their position, they might be in a better spot. He was 6-10. He has gone 11-3 since we went to the listing in, and they're now up 100.
Yeah, I mean, what do you know? They blew this score wide open, but it was an excellent P1 and P2 where they had the position, but they capitalized with the kills. And on the other side, you know, we talked about sort of the impact of Kremp, but just getting shut down here. And it is just tough to do when you don't have the spawns, when you're constantly asking your team to break. Finally, Choi able to take advantage.
It's pretty sweet when things work out how you think they might. But no, the lead blown wide open, and what a stretch. Yeah, 11-3, I think it was for Joe Deceives. He erupted in Kips, a newcomer, putting up numbers, 23 and 16 out of him. But for Joe, it's these hard points they usually win. Like when he's positive and he's put up like 2 minutes in the hard point, he's Mr. Do-It-All, but there'll be 3 dead for now. G2, this will be their chance to try and answer back. They might get these final 20 seconds. We'll see if their 2-man game can hold it on the rotation, but it was kind of like a 1-man game. They went out towards tree. The other one picked up mid, so Crimp's going to run into like 3 players. Pressure now to Skies. Skies will drop. Mamba will be next up. Can he disrupt this until his reinforcements get there? I think they've done enough. They've done enough to make this start maybe a little bit messy.
Yeah, I mean, Choi, you earn that first kill, and then just all 4 of you are here, right? It feels like the pacing, just based off the engagements in that stat line for everyone is good. That means you are playing together, and well, when all 4 are there, the trade's going your way. Skies tried to find a triple in there to mix things up, but even with the spawns, Koi just win that rotation fight, now find the first 20.
And we might be talking like this is some of the best they've looked in Hardpoint since like Qualifier 1. I know we're not
early Qualifier.
Yeah, like early Qualifier 1, and we're not done yet. You know, we'll see. G2 might be able to rally here. We know they're what have we been saying for a couple years? A gritty team. That's what G2 or Minnesota typically puts forth. A team that's going to push you to 5. A team that's going to push you in some maps. And well, with that 3 dead, it's coming at a time where they're going to get like the final 20 or so seconds of the Hardpoint. But with these final, they'll be down about 60. We get back to P1. They're going to need to flip the map at some point as well. A lot of pressure here for G2. I mean, Koi are in a good position to close this out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a P1 you earn a ton of time in, right? If you have the correct setup. The problem is first kill through mid-cut. Now all the arrows kind of have to move. So everyone's got to readjust now. You're off the time, just playing for slays. Well, behind a couple of kills from Kleenex and Insight, you do maintain spawns. They get a little bit weird, though. Estriel and Krem spawn up, able to find Kips. But in the meantime, you are earning time. So putting the pressure on G2.
No, 100%. You nailed it. The pressure. Because they can't focus just on flipping. They have to get them out of the hard point here. You could technically lose this. I think with this contest, now no longer the case. So they can't win it here. Koi are going to have to get it done at P2. We'll see if G2 have done enough. But this is going to be, I mean, if they get to like 240 or something, that probably seals it.
Well, and again, you have to rotate and flip. I mean, how many hills have we talked about this? G2, they're just playing on the back foot. I mean, you're deep into this rotation, and Kleenex was there to cut off the reinforcements. You're trying to find a couple of kills to get into this P2, but Kips is here. He's got to help with 1 player in the back, but that's going to be Insight. So there will be early pressure. We'll see where spawns come in. Koi, though, going to have the back spawn, so immediate reinforcements.
They're going to be able to keep flying at this, and with only needing 8 points, it's just like you need one of your next, 3 or 4 pushes here to get a break. And he might be able to win. This will be the second one. Mamba with the nice early pick. They'll take it 2 for 1 early on, but the contest is going to be here. Good thing for Koi, you're going to be able to just contest this, you think, quite a bit, but it's been relatively clean thus far for G2. You really just can't allow like a single break or a single second to come in for Koi right now.
Yeah, doing a good job. And that's always the discussion now for Koi, right? When do we want to rotate? When is the next set of lives? Are we just going to go? But we're going to spawn up, use our nades. Kleenex is going to find the double. Kips is here as well with those close spawns. That will be all 4 in a clean Toronto.